I have really witnessed firsthand my daughter grow, not only academically, but also grow in areas of life skills like time management and being able to prioritize her courses and her assignments, facilitating her own learning, being able to email. My daughter sends emails in second and third grade to her teachers saying, hey, can you jump online? I need a meeting for a few moments. And so it has actually it's actually really enhanced our relationship. I mean, in the beginning, we spent a little more time with me facilitating, making sure work was being submitted, that type of thing. But again, over time, with the practice of it, with the structure of Laurel Springs, Madison pretty much flows through her day independently. And I do, again, think that that is something that she would not have if she were in a brick and mortar school.
This year we did a project. And the project was to build a bridge with like blocks and Legos and different materials. And it was a really fun project. Everybody's bridge was different. Everybody used different materials. Some people even drew out their designs, and it was just amazing.
Speaking of the support system at Laurel Springs, actually that was one of the selling features for me to go ahead and sign up, was just how supportive everyone was. Again, that concept of an online school, many people think that it's students just getting online on the computer doing work, but there's a counseling department, which is very dear to my heart. And so the fact that my daughter has monthly counseling sessions, just as she would in the brick and mortar school, and again, having those counselors to reach out to if we need anything. The teachers have been phenomenal. She can email them and her teacher will say in a minute, okay, Madison, 2 o'clock, let's jump online and answer that question for you. Again, the admission team, that's where our great customer service started in the beginning. And just over time, just building relationships with other families that are a part of Laurel Springs. They too have become part of our support system as well. But there's not been anyone that we reach out to. Madison can email, I can call, even if I don't catch anyone, my call has been returned in less than 24 hours. And so the support there, even with learning how to navigate the system when we first enrolled, the support that was offered through our admission coordinator, the teachers, I mean, it was just absolutely phenomenal. And as I said, now we can pretty much do it with our eyes closed at this point.
I do like the independence, but sometimes I do need to ask for help because sometimes it's a little bit too much and I can't handle it all. So I sometimes need to ask for help. I asked my grandma for help for like a science project or something like that. And also I reach out to my teacher, or I can email her for help with a project, or I can just go to her office hours.
The concept of online schooling is not really well known in our area. And so whenever anyone asks Madison what grade you're in, the next question comes, what school do you go to? Which then leads to conversation. And just being able to have the opportunity to share the unique learning opportunity we have makes me very proud to be a parent at Laurel Springs. And being able to share that it's different, but it's working. The flexibility, the environment, it works for our family. And I don't look at it as technology dependence. I look at it as technology learning because as we know, this is the way that the world is going. There's not a career that Madison is going to have that is not going to require her to work with technology and computers. But her daily schedule, I would say, requires more hands-on learning than the technology in the computer. Madison goes on the computer for a few minutes, a couple of hours in the morning to do the videos, to get the lesson. And then the other activities are actually her doing hands-on. I mean, the science activities are her in the kitchen with the Play-Doh and the just last week we were doing an activity with the microscope and she's outside picking flowers and insects to look through. She's doing activities, writing stories. I will say that is one thing. Another thing I'm very proud of about Laurel Springs is the intentional writing of the program. I mean, I am extremely impressed and very proud of how Madison has learned to put together stories and write